Good morning. Good morning. Let me pull this up. Happy Template Thursday, guys. Let's go here. So today's video is sponsored by the Template Club. This is where you come for all of your done for you templates, including party favor templates, business templates, and more. Today we're going to be working on more business templates because our members requested that. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be working on care packages as well as just informational stuff for your business. So it's going to be a good one. Welcome in, Crafty Sis Kevon. If you guys hear a little bit of snoring, just ignore it. My daughter is not feeling well, so she did not go to school today. So that's what you'll be hearing. She's finally resting. She did not rest all night long. So let me pull this up here, this screen. So I do want to mention that I'm starting the template off with just black and white, just so you guys can kind of see what we're doing. We're going to edit them to make them really cute. But this is just a general you guys can edit, you can remove, you can add instructions based on specific products and materials, and of course, whatever decoration you want to use to include for your branding. Hello, Helena. Hey, Crafty Sis, make it memorable. How are you guys? Y'all are here. Y'all are here. We're gonna jump right into it, y'all, because y'all already know by 2 o'clock. So we got about an hour and 15 minutes, give or take. Maybe we could push it to an hour and 30. Hello, Miss Lyric. So as I mentioned earlier, today's live is sponsored by the Template Club. If you have not heard about the Canvas Bling Template Club, I'm going to drop the link for you guys in the chat because this is where you get your templates, y'all. Template Club members have been being able to take advantage of templates that they don't have to pay extra for. So for $27 a month, you're a part of the club. Or the let me copy and paste the link, or the discounts are reserved only for Template Club members. So here's the link. Join the Template Club for weekly template drops. So this is a win-win if you are someone who's used to shopping our templates. I'm going to link this here. I'm going to pin it to the top. Last week, I'll show you guys what template the ladies got last week. Of course, these templates are also available on my website as I add them to the site. These particular ones haven't been added to the site yet because they got released to Template Club members first, like I mentioned, at no additional cost. Let me go get my charger so we can get into it. So they were able to get social media templates for their businesses. So if you're that person who's always kind of stuck when it comes to posting because you don't want to have to post just videos all day, every day, these are good fillers. So you're able to still let people know about your products and services, and which I do recommend you post things like this, right? I feel like a lot of us are missing out on those opportunities because you're only focused on posting reels. Although the sites are pushing those, these are still things that you can post in order for people to know about your business, know about help you build trust, and so on and so forth. Okay, so these are there to help you do that. I guess today we could probably make the templates that I'm making now similar to the same color, or we could pick a different color. Y'all let me know what colors we should do in the chat. But this is what, so these were social media templates on care packages or care cards. I'm making them bigger. I made them bigger just to put the information on there, but we're going to make them smaller, adjust, and design them now. Okay. So as I'm doing that, as I'm designing, as I'm adjusting, I'm going to give you guys also tips on what to do with these templates, because I feel like that's super important too, right? To know when to use what, because obviously we're not going to be using all of the templates for the orders, right? So just to show you guys what's in here so far, we have thank you cards. Let me close this so you guys can see good. So we have thank you cards. We have a social media card. And again, I'm gonna show you guys how to use them in multiple ways. Not only can they go in your packaging, but they can go for things like your vendor setups. I like to print mine big and set it on a table. You can put it on a picture frame. You can put it on one of those clear displays is what I use. However you deem fit, right? We have a care card for t-shirts. I want to say this is just for apparel in general. This one is for sublimation t-shirts and items. Again, of course, you can take out what you need and what you don't. Before you use the template, of course, I always say duplicate the page so you don't miss or lose the original information, and then go from there. We have a smaller one if you wanted to make it smaller just for apparel. We have the same for Tumblr, extensive one, and then a shorter version. We have for party favors, and I did put a verbiage in here just for you to remember to kind of match whatever products you sell, right? Don't make it food safety or shelf life allergen claims unless you know the information that you're putting on it, right? This is just more so general. In here too, I have in here that the custom packaging does not replace the original manufacturer's food safety, because for me personally, I never open the food items. I know some people do. If you do happen to be one of those people that open the items and repackage them, I would suggest that you also include the food information, the ingredient information, so that you're not, you know how with the nutrition facts, we normally customize them. If you are someone that's opening the packages and all of that, then you want to make sure that you're putting the right information on it. Me personally, I do not recommend opening anything that you're selling to customers. If you're going to be opening, keep that for yourself and for your household. If you're selling to customers, I recommend just rewrap, do not open anything. But again, to each is their own. I'm not telling you guys what to do, right? Let's see what else I have in here. This one is for which one I didn't put it on here. This one is for cups in tumblers and cups. So it just gives you some this is for general. This is for general custom items, right? Because that could go for so many different things. It's more general, okay? And then let's see. This one is for a review. And then this one is for a coupon code to come again. So far we have 14 templates. We're going to make them look nice now because this is just, again, the information. I'll keep it as just the info too and make them look nice as well. So let me see. Let me go back to see if I'm missing any comments. Hello, I'm late. Denise, you're right on time. We just got started, sis. Let me see. Is this pinned? Okay. Let's go with the same colors. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Tracy. A different color, purple, yellow, orange, blue. Oh, that's bright. Do you or can we do UV DTF and DTF instructions? We can add more instructions. So after we make everything look let's see. We could do that now. We could add DTF instructions. So DTF. DTF. Now, when you say DTF instructions, Crafty says, be more specific. Are you selling decals to your customers, or is it just for the wash? So is it for items that you already made, or are you selling DTF to them that you want to give them instructions on how to use? Drop it in the chat, sis, so I can know exactly what you need. And anybody else too, we'll take the next 10 minutes to add more on, and then we'll just design as much as we can. Let's see what sis said. Both. Okay, so for the wash instructions, you can use one of the ones that's already there. For the making them, we can do that because I think I have that already. I'm just gonna copy and paste from what I already have. So this one is, let's do UVDTF first. Copy, paste. And I'm just copying and pasting for the format. Can y'all hear that snoring? She's finally getting rest, y'all. She was up all night, and so was mommy. I was up all night right along with her because she is not feeling well. She was throwing up, but she's finally getting rest. Okay, so copy and paste. And again, I recommend remove and keep whatever is relevant to whatever you're doing, right? So whatever applies is what I would keep. You guys are going to have to do your due diligence. I try to put as much info as possible because it's a template. So we want it to be where everybody can use it, but whatever applies to you is what you keep, okay? So let me fix this up. This one's going to have to be a little smaller because it's way more info. Okay. And the good thing too about, well, what I would say too, depending on where you're getting your decals from, I know for me, my vendor, they always give instructions too. So although these are general and can generally apply to anyone, if your manufacturer gives you instructions, then copy and paste those instructions onto here because depending on what type of materials they use and things like that, you can't hear? No, we can't hear. I hope she feels better. So, oh, you can't hear her. Okay, perfect. Depending on what the instructions they give you, use those instead, right? Was needing to press the template. Oh no, feel better soon. Thank you, Crafty Sis. We can't hear her. Yeah, she's sleeping real good right now because she was up all night, y'all. Throwing up, but she wasn't really throwing up food. It was more so just like film because her nose is really super stuffy. I had to saline solution her. It was a long night, y'all. I low key took a nap myself right before I got on the live. I had to set an alarm to get up. That's why I was like a couple minutes late on y'all because she had me up all night. All right, so let's do a small care with this as well. So let's do a blank page. Put this up here. Duplicate. So this month, the Template Club members voted for this month to be themed around business resources. So all of the templates that we've been doing for the month of August are business templates. We're also going to have a class next week, y'all. I'll drop y'all the specifics on the exact class that we're going to have. But the classes that I have with them are more detailed than these lives. So if you are a crafty sis who is into custom items, whether you sell them or make them for yourself. The class for Template Club members is basically teaching you exactly how to use the template. So we go from template to profit in those classes. So I break down how to make them, how to sell them, how to market them, all of the good stuff. So again, huge benefits for being a Template Club member. If you're not already in there, join us. It's super affordable at just $27 a month. You're able to get one template every single week, either a template that's no additional cost or a super discounted template. So definitely inviting you guys to join us if you love our templates. If you're one of those people that's been shopping our templates every single week and you're looking for a way to save, this is how you do it, okay? All right, so press, okay. Let's go here. I'm just adding the spaces. And I'm going to leave the temperature again I'm going to leave it blank to you guys, but you guys are here for class. So if it's DTF, the recommended temperature is 310 for 20 seconds, okay? Uh-oh. 310 for 20 seconds. But to each is their own, depending on how much pressure you're putting, you might need more or less time. So it doesn't really, technically it's no, you can't fail by pressing a little bit too much. Okay, that's what I do, and I press it twice. With heat transfer or with DTF transfers, typically you do not have to pre-press your shirt or your garment or your material. You can just go ahead and press, and instead of the what is it, that Teflon sheet, you're using parchment paper. Now you can use, look, this is not a pressing class. We could do a pressing class if y'all need to in the template club, but this you can use the Teflon sheets, but just know that it's going to give you a more shiny look on your material, and be very careful if you are using it, because if you peel too fast, sometimes it can peel off the DTF transfer too. Now that's why the parchment paper is important. You can take your chance with the Teflon, but you can risk messing up the shirt, okay, or the whatever you're pressing. So putting that out there as a little sidebar. Happy Template Thursday. No, you're not late, Designs by Simone. You're right on time. Right now, we're about to start creating the designs now. Referral card or custom order instruction card or sticker labels like small, medium, large labels or tissue paper to be printed. So Denise, I will show you guys how to create your own tissue paper. The paper that you use, I'll link it to my Amazon finds, and I'll put it in the description of this video to do your tissue paper. But typically what I do is kind of like a step and repeat kind of thing, and just put my logo all over. I'll show you guys before we end how to do that. Just remind me if I forget. Okay, but with that, you can use it to create your own tape, which you can use it. What I normally do, y'all, just to save a little bit, because I always have sticker paper on hand, right? For the boxes, I don't tape all the way across. I tape it with the regular clear tape first. And again, we might have to do a class. Y'all let me know if y'all want a packaging class, okay? Maybe that could be the class that we do for Template Club members next Friday. You guys let me know if y'all want a class like that, and I can show you exactly what I mean. But for packaging, I use regular clear tape, and then I just put one strip of my custom made one right on top. Okay, so it makes it super, super easy, and it makes it super cute. Okay, Lyric says yes. Tracy says warm ginger ale for Marley. Okay, you're welcome, sis. Thank you for the sticker. All right, how many we at? We're at 18. So let's do the referral card. We could do 2 more, and then we need to get into designing, y'all. Otherwise, y'all are just gonna have these and have to create your own designs. We only got an hour and 30 minutes. So let's go here. Let's do a referral one. Copy. Paste. How many people in the live right now are Template Club members? Drop a me in the chat. I just want to see who's here. Drop a me in the chat if you're already a Template Club member, because you're about to get all of these templates, crafty sis. Working smarter in your business. Working smarter. Okay, so let's do, I'm going to do this. Okay, so hold on, because I almost forgot the shorter version. I'm going to duplicate this. It's just about almost the same. And then we're going to do the referral. She's snoring so loud. And again, I don't recommend bombarding your customer or for yourself, right? Because this is all materials. Of course, I'm going to show you guys how to make all of this smaller. I'm doing it big just so you guys can see first, but I'm going to show you guys how to make them smaller, because I don't recommend making them super big unless it's going somewhere to be displayed. So it just depends. on how you plan on using, because some of these can be used for different things now. If you're working smarter, then you can see that some of these things can be used for different things. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go back. So these are the templates that we have so far, guys. We have our, let me put referral, DTF, DTF, UV DTF, discount, review, custom items. So for custom items, that could be several things, right? It could be keychains, it could be puzzles, whatever you're making as customs, pillows. That's what you'll use that for. This one is for Tumblr. Okay, I renamed everything. So let's go back here. Okay, I see me. Okay, all right, ladies. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. So what color should we make this, y'all? What color should we make this bundle? Somebody said switch it up from the first one. What color should we go with? Let's go with about 3 colors. Let's go with 3 colors. That way it makes it easy for whoever's customizing. We're about to make it pretty now. Drop 3 colors in the chat and I'll pick from the colors. Drop 3 colors in the chat. I started with black and white just because it's easy to customize. Brown, beige, and gold. Oh, okay. That's a nice one. Navy and red, or navy and gray, purple. Let's go with the brown, beige, and gold, because that's a color that we haven't done yet. We did navy and pink last time. Give a luxury feel. Okay. All right. So let's go with that. Okay, let's go with that. So brown, beige, and gold. All right. So before we do that, let's also switch these up, right? So let's start with the thank you. We're just gonna start with the thank you. The thank you, I kind of already created a little design for it, but let's switch it up just a little bit. I'm gonna duplicate the page. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go here and I'm just gonna type in gold and see what comes up. See what comes up. I kind of was hoping to find something that is gold just like this, but I'm gonna have to create a frame if I'm gonna do that. But let's see first if we happen to see something that we can use, because we could of course switch it up a little bit. So let's see something. Let's see something, because we use what we got. I hear her coughing. She's been on meds all day. I'm seeing if I like it. Hold on, let's keep looking. Oh, this is cute. I'm liking this. So I'm just showing you guys how easy it is to switch to your brand colors. If you needed to switch it up. Of course, with these, you can change the colors of these, right? So you guys know that you can change the colors of these, but I'm just switching it up so we can kind of get a feel. I don't know if I like this yet, because I feel like when I stretched it, the gold kind of went away just a little bit, but let's keep looking. This is cute too. Bows be looking cute on stuff. I'm gonna keep looking. I like it, but I don't like this part. This is kind of like a different version of this one. I'm gonna take this off for a second. But it's all about really thinking outside of the box because y'all know there's no right or wrong way to do anything. So although yes, I gave you a idea of what shape you can use, but if you're trying to switch it up, you can switch it up to make it work. QR code, of course, you're going to switch this up to put your QR code there. I'm trying to see if I don't really like that corner thing. This is all right, but I just don't like the top part of it. I just like the bottom only. So let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. And I'm just looking to see if any other gold elements stand out to me. I don't be liking glitter looking stuff on stuff. So let's see. I saw a marble kind of looking background. To add a little texture. We said brown, beige, and gold. I'm going to position this to the back. And I'm going to drop that a little bit. Let me see what shade. We need a rich brown. What are we thinking? That's pretty. Let's see if it lets us change. Oh, it's not going to let us change our QR code, which is fine. This is looking cute. Of course, here you put your business name here. We can also switch it completely up too. So this is what I created to give, again, the information. But if you wanted a different style, you could definitely do a different style. I'll do one just to kind of show you guys what I mean, that there's no right or wrong way to design anything, right? So let's say you wanted it to look different. So let's duplicate. Let's take this part out. Let's do or let's say we don't even want this font, right? What if we want a different font? So let's go here. Let's see if we could find a cute calligraphy font. Now, normally, of course, we can use TextMaker Studio too, but when I do templates, I try my best not to use the TextMaker Studio, but we can though, just so y'all can have that option. The only reason why is because you can't technically edit those, right? Sometimes it does let you change the color. So let's go to TextMaker Studio. But just keep that in mind, okay? If you're using a template, TextMaker Studio, you gotta use it as is, or you gotta go and look for your own fonts, okay? So let's go here and type in gold. And see, this one is one of my favorite ones. Like, you cannot go wrong with this. Let's see this one. Let me see, does it add the glitter? Oh, you can't change the font on this one. I'm gonna take this off too. It's not my favorite because of how thin it is. So let me keep looking. I like this one. It's a little funky font. Now, if you are using TextMaker Studio, keep in mind, sorry, I'm yawning. Keep in mind that a lot of the fonts are premium fonts. If it says premium, then that means you have to pay to be able to get it. If it doesn't say premium, then you can use it no problem. If it's something that you edit, so keep that in mind. This one's cute.
Mommy, am I going to go to school today?
No, not today.
Why?
Because you don't feel good. Oh, I added it here. This is cute. And then I'm going to grab a beige background. So let's just say we want to, uh-oh. I'm just clicking on stuff. What's happening here? Okay.
Mommy, where's Zoe?
She's at school. Make it so.
Zoe's at school?
Yes. You forgot I dropped her off this morning? I'm just going to put the website. I feel like my mouse is probably, the battery is low because it's like doing that one thing. Okay, let's find a beige background. I love this font. We got to remember what this is. So Elegant Strip Billionaire. Let me put that here as a sidebar. I tried to do this whenever I create the templates, because trust me, I always get the question, what font was that? And then y'all be emailing me about the font. So I'm gonna put it here just so we have it. This one is Elegant Gold Script Billionaire. All right, so let me just fix this part. Oh, hold on. So y'all could be able to read it. Okay, so this is just a sidebar that's on here, so y'all can know which font was used. I really like this font. It's pretty. We might be able to keep it throughout the design too. What's happening? Okay, back. So now I'm going to go to Elements, and I'm going to type beige textured.
How many days have been in this bed?
Just a few hours. So I put beige textured background just because sometimes it's cuter when there's a little bit of texture. Like this is really cute. Set as background. Y'all see the difference from white to that? You can do the same with your brand colors. Even if you have several colors, you can put all the colors and put textured background and see what you find, because Canva gives a lot of options already so that you don't really have to go outside of Canva for much. Okay, so take advantage of that. And then I'm going to put this here. And of course, your QR, let me make these the same size. Your QR can be whatever you want it to be. If you want it to be your website, it can be your website. If you want it to be where they can contact you, you can put your contact info on that QR. The QR code can be switched up to match whatever you want them to do. Okay, so in this case, it's the website. So I'm putting the website down there. Or you can put scan me. Or if you want, you can put scan to leave a review right here, right? Remember what I said earlier, there's no right or wrong way to use this bundle. So work smarter when it comes to switching it up, right? How can I put my logo in the center of the QR? I believe there's an app in Canva, QR. If you search QR code generator, I believe there's an app where you can customize it. Otherwise, I don't think you can just put your logo on here, because I don't think it would still work, right? So, or let's try it. Let's see. I'm gonna put my logo on it to see, but I want to say you're covering some of the bars, unless maybe you like make the transparency transparent. I'm thinking, but just be careful. Just test it out to make sure. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna add my sub logo on here and see if that works. So let's copy and paste. I know right off the bat it's covering some of the things, so it wouldn't work. But let's see if, then if you blur it out, it looks weird. Let me try it. I'm gonna try it on my phone to see if it allows me to scan. Yeah, with the logo on, it can't read it. With it transparent, transparency, it can, but it just looks crazy to me. So if anything, I would just put your logo. You can create that paper that I was telling you guys about, or you can put your logo on the corner like this, or on the top like this, and make this smaller. So you can still include your logo on here, right? But I wouldn't put it on the QR code. You can, but I wouldn't. If anything, this is how I would do it with this. Pay attention, y'all, because I'm gonna delete it after this. But if you want your logo on this particular thing, just because you got to do what makes sense, right? Like on this one, the logo could go right there and it will be fine. But on this one, since it's not centered anywhere, it looks kind of out of place, right? So let's say is this one. Copy. Paste. Oh, that's cute too, but that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to, I don't know why this is tripping on me, but it's not scrolling how it should. I promise I'm scrolling and nothing's happening. Okay. Which one is it? This one? Why does it look jumbled like that? I'm just trying to copy the logo. Copy and paste. Uh-oh. Wagwan. It's tripping, y'all. Copy. Paste. There we go. So I would do something like put it right here. Y'all, what's happening? Do I have too many tabs open? Am I overworking you, computer? Look, it's not moving. I'm going to close this Canva, open another one, because I don't have the patience for this thing tripping. I'm going to open another one and hope that it works. Okay, I'm opening it on the tab. Okay, so now let's see, because it's loading. Thank you, Tracy, for the hearts. I can see some pretty hearts holding a hand. A hand holding some hearts. Thank you, sis. That's pretty. Use a silk or satin ribbon. Okay, I'm just making sure I don't miss anything. Okay, so let's go back. So here,
Mommy,
I will put it like right here.
Ribbon outside one time.
You did? Mm-hmm. Okay, nice. See, that's nice, right?
The one who threw it in the trash.
Okay, no worries. So I'm gonna duplicate this to show you guys what I meant when I said I would use my logo differently, right? And this is going back to the crafty sis who asked about tissue paper or whatever. You can use the same thing to create this, okay? I'm gonna delete it after I do it because it's my logo. But this is how I would do it, right? So let's copy. Well, let's see. Let me go here. Let's see if we can move it. And you can make this whatever size you deem fit. I'm going to actually cut. Where's the cut? Okay, let's just copy and delete. So you can make this how big or how small you want to do it, right? So I'm going to do it a little bit bigger. That way I don't have to do a bunch of it. But you just step and repeat your logo, guys. Super easy. Duplicate. And overlap. So now y'all see how it was, I'm putting it in between. Do the same thing. And Canva kind of guides you if you're on point with the sizing by adding those marks for you. So I'm going to do this row one more time. And you can do it with your main logo or your sub logo. This one is my sub logo. And then you just keep going. All right, let's see. One more could go right here. See how Canva kind of tells you that they're all the same placement. If you want to be extra, you can add this too, just to give it that more full look. And again, this can be as big or as small as you want it to be. But look, y'all, literally my own paper, Canvas Bling paper, right? And I taught this if you're one of the crafty sisters who took the Party Favorite crash course, then you already knew how to do this. But with that, right, you can group it together if you want. You can also make it less transparent, guys. Look at that. Okay, so that it's not overpowering because you have other words to include. So you don't want it to overpower. You can grab your same background. Let me just copy and paste the whole thing. Copy, paste, copy. So you could keep it with just that, or look, elevated. Nice. Now with this, I would add a little effect and put a darker color behind it just a little bit, just so it can appear, you know, so you can be able to see it good. You could even add a blur right there, however you want to do it. But look how elevated, y'all. Look, branded. Okay? Tell me if that was cool or not. Let's see. Were y'all feeling that? Welcome, Miss P. Hello, Miss P. Who's Miss P? What size paper do you print on? So you can print on whatever size paper you'd like, Crafty Sis. So if you have a large format printer where you can print bigger, then I would print multiple on one. So let me just show you. Hold on. Let me ungroup this for a second because I want to crop a little bit because I'm going to show you guys how to resize. Now, y'all know the more questions y'all ask, we going to get to as many of the designs as we can. Y'all at least have the info on there. So let me show you guys because y'all know I'm going to answer every question. I'm just resizing the corner ones because I'm going to resize this so that I could print 4 to a sheet. Because you still want to be smart about it if you're printing in-house. Now, if you're printing with a printing company that you want to just print all your cards with, that'll work too. If you're printing in-house, I wouldn't suggest giving the customer a big sheet of your thank you card, right? I would print 4 to a sheet, which is what I normally do. So you're just going to grab all of it. Oh, it doesn't let me group everything. That's fine. So I'm going up. Hold on. I'm trying to grab the background and let me see if it's grabbing everything. Okay, hold on. Because it's not grabbing the background. Let me see. I'm going to detach the image from the background And I'm going to just make it big and position it backwards. That way it can grab everything, including the background image. Did it do it? There we go. So now I'm just going to resize, and I'm going to let Canva be my guide. Canva tells you when you're in the middle. You see how it's stopping right there? That's telling me that I'm in the middle. Yes.
Why does our room used to be your room?
Marley, ask me after the live. Okay, so bam. Okay, I'm just making sure that it's the right size. I need to kind of zoom in a little bit. Let's go here because this is what's going to determine. That's the middle. That's the middle. Okay, so now I know for a fact that this is sized perfectly as 1/4. Okay, so now you're just going to grab everything again, duplicate, bam, grab everything again, because I already have 2 that's perfect. So I'm going to grab 2 instead of 1. And I'm going to line it right up. Okay, so now when you print, okay, I was a little bit off, just a little bit. So let's fix that. So now when you print, y'all get the picture, right? Because this is I'm still off a little bit. But y'all get the picture. You size it as much as you can. So now you have 4 of them. Okay, this is a standard 8.5 by 11. So all of the templates, I try to make them 8.5 by 11 because I have a mix of crafty sisters who don't have large format printers. But if you wanted to print it on a large format, you would do the same thing that I showed you. You can resize. Canva even lets you resize a page right now. Okay, so if you go here, I'm gonna go to grid view. Let me show y'all. Look, these are a lot of lessons in one. It's a lot of lessons in one. So I'm gonna add page. I'm gonna click on the page. I'm gonna hit edit. So let's say you wanted to do it 13 by 19. You hit resize, but you got to be on the page, y'all. It's gonna resize only this page. Custom size 13 by 19. Copy and resize. So now you have the big one. Okay, and you're gonna do the same thing that I just showed y'all. I'm gonna delete the big page out of this, but I just wanted to show you that you can do this. Okay, Canva had an update, so you can add a big page on here, and you do the same thing. You copy, because if you do have a larger format printer, of course you can print more. So it would be smart to paste. And you can even resize to make the most out of your paper. You can make it a little bit smaller so you could add one more. Oh, let's do 2 more. Duplicate. Bam. Now it's a little smaller for me to not waste the paper at all. What am I going to do? I'm going to bring it close. I'm going to grab all of it. And I'm going to drag. As long as they're equal in size, that's all that really matters. I don't know that this will fit 2 more, but I know it might fit at least 1 more. So, well, let's go for the 2. Let's just see. But it's looking like 1. If it will only fit 1 more, then that's fine. Just keep it at the 1. Yeah, because it's not going to fit 2 more. So with the 13 by 19, you can fit 1 more row of each one. And you just keep going, okay? But for the sake of this template, I'm going to delete this out of here. I just wanted to show you guys. So I'm going to delete page 6. This is a blank page 5, delete 2. Okay, so now we have several different things of the same thing. Okay, and let's delete the logo out of here. Okay, let me see what y'all are saying. Hello, crafty sis Carla. So much easier. Thank you for this. I was doing this all wrong while working harder. Yes, and once you do one, sis, you can just change the colors, right, of your logo, of the different components of your brand to be able to kind of keep it. And of course, you can make it bigger or smaller. So once you do it big, then you group all of it together, shrink it, and then just add the group, right? Instead of just pressing one by one by one by one each time. Very nice. What is the font? The font is so the font, Crafty Sis, is right here. It's in TextMaker Studio and it's called Elegant Gold Script Billionaire Font. Look, sis, and I'm talking about you because earlier I said somebody always gonna ask what font. So if I use that, I gotta add it right here. So I put it here too, just so y'all can see. Okay, so that's our first one. For the Let's Get Social, I kind of already started designing it, so we can keep this same look. For this, you can change the color, so we can change it to our brown or a lighter one to give us that gold feel. We could change our words. Now, did you guys know that you can create a gold effect with the words that's already here? So let me show you. If you click on here and you go to gradient, you just choose colors that's close to gold. So I'm going to go here and do like, and I have one that I did that's perfect, but it's on another design. So I'm going to go here and just play around with the different colors. Let me go get the one I did already because it's already perfect, y'all. I'm going to get the one I did already. Hold on. Let me try to find what design it's on. Because I did a perfect gold color that, and it's the same method, guys, with the gradient. But let me find it. What did I do it on, though? So many things. Let me see if I can find it, y'all, because then we won't have to redo it. It's the perfect gold already that y'all can use, too. Let's see. This is one. You okay, Mar?
Yes.
I need to give you some more medicine. Okay. So I'm going to use this one, guys. Y'all know with Canva, if you put something in here that you already did, it's going to put it here. So I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. So see, it's like different yellows and browns, but it makes a gold. So I'm going to click on here and I'm going to click on this to get that gold. And then the same with these, you can make them all whichever color, right? Even down to your shape. If you wanted to, you could make it gold, the same gold. Or of course you can choose gold from there too, but I'm just showing you guys, if you have fonts that you already use for your branding, you can change the colors of them. Oh, Mar, you might have to go to the couch. Or wear your headphones.
I don't know how to connect them.
I can connect it for you, but I can't have that on my YouTube. Don't like that. Can y'all hear her thing? If they can't hear you, then you should be good. Can y'all hear her iPad? You could turn it up a little bit more. And then, of course, for your icons, you can change them to gold. Y'all know we still have the handy dandy chat. And I want to say Canva. Let's ask Canva. Let me see. Oh, it don't let you do more than one. Let's ask Canva. Turn this into a metallic gold. Let's see if Canva does it. No. Wait, what y'all said no for? I forgot what I asked. Can you drop the hex code for your gold in the chat? It'll be in the template too, sis. You gonna get the template. So the hex code is, hold on, because I don't think I could go out while it's doing this. But it'll be in the template. I'm gonna drop the template in for template club members right after the live. Let's see. It says getting ready. Chat is a little quicker with this, y'all, because y'all could copy all of these and tell it to turn them gold. I want to say I already did that, which I gotta see if it's in my uploads. Oh, but there we go. Chat did it for us. I mean, Canva did it for us. So y'all know Canva has AI too now. So let's do the same thing. Change this to a. I told y'all Canva has a lot of updates. I have to redo a Canva 3. No, we got a Canva 3.0 already, right? I got to do a Canva 4.0 to class to show y'all all the updates that I've been using in Canva 2. So let's wait till that opens up to show us if it did it. It does go a little slower, y'all. But we're gonna be patient with it. But with chat, y'all already know my favorite snipping tool. You just snip the part that you need, give it that action, and you could always, remove background and crop as needed. This one works, but I see it's a little slower. Way slower. Oh, y'all saying no, y'all can't hear her thing. Okay, I remember the question now. Okay, look, I forgot the question just that fast. And I want to say with this, it doesn't if I leave this, it's going to start over. So I got to let it run its course. And we got one more to do after that. Getting this ready. 5 actions completed. How many actions? There's not one action, Canva? This not one action, girl? This is crazy. Okay. While it's doing that, I didn't mean to do that. But y'all know I don't really have that much patience with this. So I'm just going to snip in and take it to my chat and change it there. Is anybody else impatient like this when you're designing? Like you don't want to, girl, that took you like 5 minutes to do that. And I hope you can't hear me, Canva, so you don't go to messing up on me. But girl, that's a little ridiculous. Make this metallic gold. Who got time to wait till tomorrow? And it didn't even do it because it fill isn't editable. The easiest fix is to swap it for a metallic icon, regenerate. What? Look, you did all that just to not do it. How I can't do it for Facebook when it did it for Instagram. But we ain't gonna beat chat up, okay? We cause we getting it done elsewhere. But I do want to show y'all that feature. But y'all see how this is already looking super cute, and it looks different from our original. Okay? It looks different from our original. So let's go here. And let's do our next one. Right? What is chat talking about? That's what you're talking about, Crafty Sis? I mean not chat, Canva. We got it done elsewhere, child. We ain't gonna worry about Canva. So let's go here. I'm gonna paste what we got. I'm a background remover. I'm gonna adjust. Same icons, but a beautiful metallic gold. And we can even give it another task. Make it look 3D. Okay. Moving on to the next design. So what do we have next? We have our apparel care instructions, and we can make it super cute. Again, this is just a general design. I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to add a page. I'm going to go to elements, and I'm going to type in t-shirt. I'm looking to see, because of course I do want to, this you can change the colors on, so you can change it to match your brand colors. It's for some reason it's not letting me just easily scroll up and down between pages. I don't know what okay, there we go. So I'm just gonna copy and paste, but of course you would have to make it smaller. You can change the colors. We'll do a light beige. And we'll make the words brown. And I wish we could do some of this with gold. Some of the elements, it doesn't let you use gradient for. Yeah, it just lets you use some colors that's in it, but you can only do basic colors. I wish we could add little gold accents. Oh, we can. We can, okay? Where there's a will, there's a way. All right, so let's go here. I'm gonna delete these words for a second. I'm gonna delete this for a second. I'm going to use my snipping tool. Copy to my chat. Okay, so let's see what chat does. And I just said make the brown accents a metallic gold color. I should have said beige accents, but I think it'll know what I meant. You could even tell it to add a gold chain to it if you wanted to, right? You can have fun with it. Make it relevant to your brand, whatever kind of brand you have. If your brand is a fun or flirty or whatever it is, right? You can switch it up. Canva, I didn't know they put limits like that. Right. And I feel like it was just because I moved out of the image, because it did the Instagram one. So what is the difference? What's the difference? Okay, so now we went from our regular to our cute one. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Super cute. Super cute. So now I'm going to do background remover. I'm going to leave both on here just in case y'all want to use either one. But I feel like the gold metallic is making it a little more popping. So I'm going to duplicate the page. And I'm going to delete this. I'm going to make it bigger just so y'all can see. But of course, I showed you guys how to resize. So for all of these, you can resize them. I'm going to keep them the big size because it don't look like we're going to have time to do more than that. But let's go here. Let's grab it. I'm going to have to give her some medicine too. Bring me that, you know how to, well, I'm about to ask her if you know how to read. Bring me the Motrin one. Let's see if she can read it. Bring me the Motrin one. The one that says Motrin. Because you had Tylenol already. Motrin. It has an M-O-T on it. No, that don't have no M-O-T. They have T-Y. Look at the label. Yep, good job. Hold on, guys. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, guys. I'm back. So I'm going to paste the words. Put it on the inside. I can do this. Make it a little bigger. For these words, the highlighted words, I'm going to use our gradient. And then I'm also going to grab, why is this doing this to me? Why it's not letting me scroll up for this? Love it longer. Or you could put whatever you wanted to say, right? So again, no right or wrong way. You can put t-shirt instructions, whatever you wanted to say, right there. And then your website can go here on the bottom. Oh, I forgot to change these. I'm going to have to do it one by one because then I'm going to have to, it's either that or the other one by one. So these, I'm going to change it to brown instead of black. Mar, you're gonna have to back up with that sound. Because YouTube will mess up my video for that. Or go to the couch for now. Okay? Okay, I'm going to be with you in just a second. Okay, so changing all of these. Okay, go put that down first and then come back. Kids be funny, but I can't do 3 things at a time. Okay, and then your website. All right, so now we have super cute care instructions for shirts. And of course, you can use it for other things too. .com. You can use it for other things too, like the UVDTF, that same t-shirt. You can redo it for that, right? Okay, so now we have our t-shirt or apparel, because it'll work for t-shirt, it'll work for tote bag. You can put a tote bag there instead if you didn't want it to be a t-shirt, however you want it to be. For the wine glasses, I do the same thing. So for tumbler, you can make it a cute little tumbler and put it on there. For wine glasses, I do like a little cute wine glass, a stemless one, because I like stuff that's easy to cut if I'm not using a Cricut. So you can make it, you can add these same ones on there. So let's do a smaller care. So these are the instructions. Let's grab us that same background. Maybe we want to grab our same font that we got from Font Studio, or what is it? Text Maker Studio. Text Studio Maker, okay? Whichever. I'm just saying it all kind of wrong. So I'm going to go back and type in gold and go to the same one we had. And even if I don't get to finish doing all the updates on the live, you guys will notice in Template Club, tell me if y'all noticed last week that the template had more templates by the time y'all got it, right? Drop me a yes in the comments if you noticed. So I'm not going to just leave it like this. I'm going to finish it off for everyone before I drop it for y'all. So maybe you just want a little small thing that you put right on here. So let's duplicate this. I'm going to align it this way since we have hearts there. I'm going to change the color to brown, or should we? No, brown. I'm going to add a little gold accent on the bottom. And I think I just have a style that I like to do things, because it's not, you don't have to. But I just feel like it's cute when you add a little make this smaller. So this could be something that you literally just put inside of the tumbler. We're going to change this to our gold gradient. Let's round our edges, because why not, right? The rounded edges just gives it a nice little finished look. Let's do the same for this corner rounding. And then we add your website. Oops. Or your socials, right? So if you don't have a website yet, you can put your socials there. Just at your social media account. I'm going to bold it just because the other one is bolded. But look how cute, y'all, to put right inside of your tumblers. And keep in mind that less is more sometimes, y'all. You don't have to fill it up with a bunch of stuff and add all the less is more. Okay, these are just instructions. This isn't the actual party favors. The tumbler is what's the more. Okay, your care instructions, don't feel like you have to beef it up with so many, like make it this ultra. You get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying, right? But how cute. And then you just do the same thing. Duplicate a bunch. You could group it, duplicate a bunch so you could be able to print multiple on the sheet. If this is two, if you want it to be 3 instead of 2, then you already know what to do. Just make it smaller so you could fit 3. Okay? So no right or wrong way. I'm going to delete 1 and keep that right here. Let's go to the next thing. We got about 15 to 30 more minutes. Okay. Your party favors have arrived. Let's do this one. And again, y'all already have the base for most of these designs. So you can replicate the same thing for the other things too, if we don't get to them. So I'm going to grab our same background. Hold on a second because Marty didn't do everything I told her. Somebody said that looks nice. Yes. Isn't it cute? Okay, so let's make this bigger. Matter of fact, let's do it like this size. Okay. Let's go back. Let's see what we could do to switch this one up. So your party favors have arrived. How can we do this to make it super cute? Let's see. Let's go here. Let's pick from something that we did last week. I'm just going to look at this that we did last week and play off of one of these designs that we already have. So I don't have to think. Let's see. Let me look. I'm looking at our last week design for some inspo. Okay. We're going to use this one. So let's copy, paste. This was cute from last week. Y'all remember this? I'm going to delete this. Hold on. I'm going to delete this for a second because I'm going to just make it big and then we can resize. And then, of course, you can drag and drop pictures of their actual favors in here. Backwards. I kind of like this, but I don't at the same time because I don't want you to create like more work for yourself with. But I mean, drag and drop is pretty easy to use at the same time. So use at your own discretion. I'm just gonna put have. What did I say? Your party's favors have arrived. Okay. And since I like to work smarter, I'm just going to copy and paste. I'm not going to retype all that again. Rotate. Position this backwards. Of course, we got to change our blue to gold. So I'm going to grab our element. Because the blue that we used last week, remember, that was an element as well. So you can't change. I mean, you can change the color to it, but it's not going to be the color that we need. So in order to make it make sense, I'm just going to change this one and change the color to our gold gradient and do the same with this one. Well, let's make this brown. I'm going to duplicate. Let me zoom in so I can make sure my layers are perfect. And then I'm going to go here to position layers and get rid of the layers I don't need, so they're not peeping through and telling my business. And then same with here. We're going to change the colors to our colors that's on our design. And I'm going to move these down just a little bit. So with this, you can drop, because I know you done took pictures already of the design anyway. So you may as well drop it in here, set as image background. You can drop it in there, super cute. And I just showed y'all how to update this design to match your brand colors too, if you have those social media templates as well. And then of course, if you need to make it smaller, so, oh, let me detach from background. I'm detaching it so I could be able to grab everything, arrange to the back. Now, of course, this part is going to be sticking out just a little bit. Just be mindful of that when you go to do your resize. So, oh, let me go here and grab this too. Hold on. I'm going to grab this first so I could get the perfect sizing. That's the middle. I kind of got to move this guy out of the way. I'm going to group it and move it. to make sure I'm getting the center. There we go. And there we go. This little guy got left behind. I'm going to position to front. And ungroup. I'm going to move this for a second just because I just want to move what I need onto here. Position to front. Resize. And then, of course, the access, I'm just going to overlap. I'm going to show you guys what I mean. Wait, did I hope I duplicated and I didn't just resize the whole thing. Oh, I didn't. So I'm going to make a copy of this. Remember when I told y'all always make a copy first? I did not follow my own advice by mistake. But we're fixing that now. Bam. Hold on. I'm going to move this here. Okay. My bad, y'all. Just so y'all can have the original. So with this, I'm just going to overlap this onto here to kind of hide some of that, some of those letters that want to play, right? So I'm going to put this here where it belongs. Actually move. Hold on. There we go. Move this down a little bit. There goes the your that was hiding. So this, I'm going to position it to the front. See how it kind of crops it for me? Now, with the second one, you might run into the same issue. You just have to kind of crop as needed. So let me grab these minus the background. Let's duplicate. I'm going to try to see if it'll let me put this layer on top of this one, but I don't know that it will without it being on top of these. So let's try it. Position. Let me find it. I think it's this one. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that unless I put this under, but then I don't want to mess that up. So what we're going to do is we're just going to fake it till we make it, all right? So we're going to pull this. We're going to delete the excess wording. I think to the I. We're going to move it. Bam. Same with this. Let's delete the ED. Oh, it's another layer under here. What am I seeing? You can go. You don't need that. We have a tiny little, oh wait, hold on a second. Because I moved this over by mistake. We have a tiny little area right here. I'm just going to try to like kind of, camouflage it as much as possible. Because when you go to cut, you can just cut that excess off. We ain't going to trip about it too much. Okay? So now let's do the same with copying. Duplicate. Add it here. I'm going to move it up just a little bit because there's a tiny gap right there. Oh, let's do that again. Let me zoom in so I can see. There we go. Okay, so now you have 4. Let me go to the comments because it's been a minute since I read the comments. Oh, y'all haven't been talking. I really enjoy watching you design. So relaxing, and they turn out so beautiful. Thank you so much, my beautiful crafty sis Simone. I really do love designing. That's why I enjoy Template Thursdays, because normally I just design, right? But for Template Thursday, I get to do it where you guys get to see too. So it's always a pleasure and a joy on my end too, because I just love design. Sometimes I forget that y'all are here, and I go to talking and just forgetting. All right, so let's see which one we can do. Let's do our customer loyalty card. Let me see, which one was that? Or referral? This one. Let's do our loyalty card. For this one, you can have fun with it. I know some of the crafty sisters have been using a scratch off. So let's do something a little fun. That how late are you at the other address today? Okay. Hold on one second. Oh, it's already 2:14. This is gonna be our last one, y'all. Hold on. I was texting back one of my customers that was supposed to pick up her stuff, but I had to tell her I'm not at my office today. So let's do this as a loyalty card. Let's do it as a loyalty card. Let's do. So for this, you can do it front and back. So I'm just gonna do both. Just like this. That way they're the exact same size. I'm gonna go back to Text Maker Studio. Or Text Studio Maker. This will be our last one because I gotta go get in that card writer line, y'all. Let's go to gold. Where is it? I keep forgetting what it was called. Right here, billionaire. That's what I gotta remember. Okay, so loyalty, and of course, add your branding and everything, right? But for the sake of this, I'm not adding any branding or anything, just because this is a general template for all of the crafty sisters to be able to use. But I recommend readjusting to add your branding and add your designs. Now we do have our live tonight at 8 p.m. So maybe I have to do it straight across because I don't like how this looks overlap. We have our live tonight at 8 p.m. So nobody submitted anything. So if you guys want, for the YouTubers, the ones that's members here on YouTube, I can customize this for one of you guys. This one or the social media templates. Y'all can choose between the two. I'm just coming up with something because y'all haven't been given no ideas of what else y'all want to see. Or if someone has a submission, go ahead and submit, because we will be live tonight at 8 p.m. If nobody submits, then we can continue what we started today. Y'all let me know. All right, so let's go here. We do loyalty card. Maybe we could do the business information on the front of it. So, and then of course you could put I'm gonna put business name up here on the top. So let's go to regular text. Let me go here to make sure I'm using the same font throughout. I'm gonna put this part because there's no right or wrong way, guys. So copy, paste. I'm gonna just put this part. Thank you for supporting our business. Of course, if you want to, you can put a discount, however you want to do it. Thank you for supporting your business name, bold. Let's make this brown. I'm going to duplicate and let's see. Or let's see. Maybe you just want this to be 50%. Oh, where's the percent off of your next service. So you can make this a scratch off and put prizes underneath if you wanted to. You could also do something like this to where they just have to purchase from you 10 times before they get something, right? So let's go here. I'm going to grab this. Oh, why did I grab this one? Because I could just grab a basic shape. Enjoy 50% off of your 10th purchase. Give them a reason to come back. All right, so bam, let's make this a little lighter beige. Let's add a little stroke. Make it brown or gold. You could do gold. So they just have to X out 10 of these. And then let's add a little something to the bottom. Oh, that wouldn't work because this is a card, isn't it? I forgot what I was making for a minute there. Of course, you can add your logo right here on the top if you wanted to. You can make it your own, but this is what we're keeping on the card. Isn't that cute? I'm leaving this close like this, but something that you can do as a sidebar is whenever you're designing things like this, you could always print the top one on the regular photo paper and you can print the back cards on sticker paper. So what do I mean by that? So this is how I would do it, right? I'm going to duplicate the page. Duplicate. Okay. And then I'm going to resize them together for now just to make sure I have the exact right size. Well, no, I don't have to. I'm going to move this one. I'm going to try to do at least 3 rows. Maybe just 2 rows. Maybe 2 rows. Let's do 2 rows for the sake of time. Okay, so now that I have the sizing that I want, I'm going to duplicate this page and I'm gonna delete this one and I'm gonna just duplicate these and I'm lining them up precisely, okay? Just like this. And I'm gonna do the same with this one. Oh, hold on. Leave that right quick. Because it's that little tiny gap right there. Just for the sake of making sure it lines up when I go to print, I'm gonna take the long way. Oops. Moving too fast. There we go. And then I'm gonna do the same thing, duplicate. Now my first one had a tiny gap right here. I should see the same thing like this. Y'all see how it's perfectly aligned? You can also just duplicate this page and then copy these on top if you wanted to. But this will ensure that when you print this on your photo paper and then you print this on your sticker paper, you can just add it to the back of this, or you can print double-sided if you have double-sided photo paper. This would be if you have I guess it don't matter if you don't care, but I like if one side is glossy, I like the other side to be glossy too. So I take the extra mile to do it this way if need be. But if you have double-sided glossy, then you can just flip your paper over, print on the other side. If you don't, you can always add your sticker paper to the back of your other paper. Okay? So let's see. I requested something where to submit. So Crafty Sis Miss P, you have to be a member here on YouTube. So you see how Crafty Sis Denise has a star by her name? The nighttime lives are dedicated to the YouTube members. So you do have to subscribe as a member here on YouTube, and then that's when you can get your templates edited by me. So that includes your party templates. It includes any orders you're working on. It includes anything that you want to create for your business, any of the templates that we have here. The only ask is that you have your base template ready. Once your base template is ready, then you submit it to get the approval, and then everybody's pretty much approved if you're a member. I just alternate you guys so that it's fair for everybody to get a chance. But you do have to have a star by your name here on YouTube to participate. The live at night, you guys everybody can see the live, but you'll only be able to comment and put input or ask questions if you are a YouTube member. Okay. Let's see. I would like to see how a particular item is made. Need help where to send a request? No problem. Crafty says I also have something else called the Template Club. So that's what you see pinned here. If they're able to do requests, so when they want a particular template, they can do requests, and I do those templates next. So that's another option too. It just depends on what the Template Club has a little bit more benefits. So you're able to get your specific requests done. I know for this month, the sisters asked for all of the templates to be more business templates. So we did this one today. We did this one last week. And they only paid $27 a month, and they get the template drops. That's every Thursday. They either get the drop at no additional cost. If it's something like one of our bigger mega bundles, then they get a big discount. So it's beneficial if you are someone who needs help with designing, because y'all know this is my specialty. Okay, so those are the options. I'm gonna put everything in the description of this video as well, so that you guys have it. But these were the templates that they got last week, y'all. to be able to easily have filler posts for their social media handles. And I went over exactly how to make them. I went over exactly how to use them. If you missed that live, you can catch the replay. These templates will be available for purchase on my website very soon. I haven't added it yet, but if you join the template club, you'll have those links, okay? Request sent, but this is my second time being helped. I will wait my turn again. Practices Denise. If nobody else submitted, you're good. I'll do your request, okay, for tonight. All right, y'all. How did you guys feel about the live for today? Did you guys enjoy these templates? Again, if you are a template club member, you will get these templates. I'm gonna fix them. I'm gonna fix them up for you guys. Y'all know I'm not gonna give y'all no sloppy template like this. I'm gonna fix it up to make it make sense. I'm gonna add all the design ones together and all the blank ones together as well. But did you guys enjoy these templates? Even if I don't have time, y'all, forgive me if I don't end up having the time to go and adding each of these other designs too. But I just showed y'all exactly how to do it. So y'all know how to do it. And y'all have the base, okay? So y'all have the base. I'm going to go over it really quickly, what's in here. As you guys are commenting, let me know what you thought about this live. How do you guys feel about this live? What was your biggest takeaway? Did you learn anything? Okay, drop that in the comments as I go over these templates. So the templates that's available, of course, the first message is basically telling you this is a general template, okay? You can edit, you can remove, you can add instructions. You can edit this based on what you need for your business because everybody's business is different. Everybody offers different things, okay? So that's the first one. The second, the first template is a thank you card. So this is just telling your customers thank you for shopping with them. With the thank you cards, I recommend putting them in every single order. What I do personally is I print out their order receipt. That way your customer isn't telling you, oh, it's missing something or whatever it might be, right? You just say, one of my managers used to call it CYA, right? Save yo, right? So I always print out the order depending on what site you're using or what website you're using or what service you're using. If you're sending out invoices, normally you can print out that full invoice of the paid invoice, print that out, fold it up and put it with these other things, okay? If you're using a website like Wix or Shopify, you're also able to print out the order and do the same thing. I include a thank you card for every single order, and it's just a way of going above and beyond to include your branding while also thanking your customers. I also go the extra mile and I write a handwritten thank you note on that invoice receipt, right? So with the receipt, I check off everything that's included in the package that they ordered. I initial it. It's called quality control, okay? When I worked in banking, whenever we had a loan that we did for one of the members, we had to do it, and then another banker had to come behind us or a manager to sign off that you did all the steps. I do the same thing in my business, even if my part-time worker halfway the time ain't here, because she be running track and stuff. But if she is here, we do it together. If she's not here, I still do it. Okay, so that I'm just adding a little extra so you guys can, have those tips. So I showed you guys how to customize it in different ways. I showed you guys how to include this. I'm gonna delete this page because obviously it has my branding all around it. Or do you guys not care? Do y'all want me to keep it in here or delete it? Y'all let me know in the comments. The TextMaker Studio is just telling you which font I use for this particular font. This one here is just telling them to follow you on social media. This is also one that I include in every single order because you want them to follow you. A lot of the customers, I don't know. I can't speak for y'all, but for some of my customers, they find me in different ways. Sometimes it's word of mouth and they don't even follow you on socials, right? This is a way of you asking for a review that's either a video or an image. Now, it's two ways to use it, right? You saying let's get social and make sure you follow us, but you're also saying love your order. We love to see it. Snap a photo and tag us on social media. Mine says something like snap a photo for a chance to be featured, okay? Because then I also like to feature the customers. That's a good way of getting it out there and building that trust for your business. So that's here too. Of course, I showed you guys how to edit it. Oh, this looks so bright and pretty. The next one is a t-shirt. For a t-shirt, it has the care instructions for a t-shirt. Again, do your due diligence with including what matters to you or what applies to whatever you're offering. You can change this up to make it a tote bag. You can change it up to make it a skirt. Whatever you want it to be, you can change it up, okay? I added both of the t-shirts in here to show you guys the metallic and for you guys to change colors if you wanted this to be something else too, okay? Let's see what else. The same thing. This is for apparel with keeping it fresh, keeping it looking nice. You can switch up the words, verbiage, however you like. This is a shorter version of that. So maybe you want something small that you create a small tag for that you attach to the shirts. You could use that for it. Same with tumblers. And I just showed you guys, this is what I mean. You can make this small one for the t-shirts as well. Use your hole puncher. And if you have that little tool that you can add the tags to it, you can add the tags to the shirts, make it look more professional. This is basically just telling you that not to make any food safety or shelf life claims that you don't know. Okay, don't be saying no extra razzle dazzle of stuff that you don't know. I recommend you not open any food items. It's up to you if you decide to, because I do also understand that it is a cute look now for certain things, like how when I be packing my kids' school lunch, it looks real cute now. And I take the stuff out of there. I take it out of the graham cracker packaging and I put it in a clear packaging and I put my own mommy stuff on there. Super cute, but I'm doing it for my kids, so I can open that up, right? You don't want to do that for customers. I mean, you can if you want to, but I'm telling you, I personally do not open nothing that I just wrap it. Okay. I don't open nothing because you don't want no problem. Okay? So this is a party favorite one, and it does include some of the stuff for food. Again, if you don't keep the packaging intact, delete this line. Okay. Use what applies to you. And then this is it customized. I mentioned that this is drag and drop. So you can drag and drop any image on the inside of this. So hold on. You can drag and drop any image in here. Okay. So if you want to put a picture of you and then a close up of the party favors, you can do that. Okay. I did the smaller ones for you to know, to see, and then made just for you. So this is for any custom items, right? Again, make sure that you do whatever applies, but this is for things like your keychains, your y'all know we be customizing anything, okay? So these are general things that you can use for that. This is one asking for a review. How did we do? Give us some feedback. Again, I always recommend asking your customers for feedback because it builds credibility for your business. If you are one of the Crafty Sisters that's in my group coaching program, we had an assignment a couple of weeks ago for you to create your Google profile. We went over how to do that and everything. Start sending them there, right? You can put the link right here to your Google for them to be able to leave you a review there. How many of us, when we shop on Amazon, we're not buying it unless it's 4.5 to 5 stars? Okay, the same goes for your business. People want to know that you're credible. So start asking for reviews. If you don't already do that, go back and ask your previous customers for reviews as well. It's never too late. Okay, or the worst they could do is not respond. All right, so let's see. We'd love to create for you. Again, for this one, you're giving them a reason to come back by either giving them a discount code or you're giving them something, okay? It's okay to put an expiration date. When you get those pizza coupons, they don't work all day, every day, 24/7, 365, okay? Same thing goes for your business. Give them a deadline. That gives your customer a reason to come right back and shop again versus waiting to shop later. You know, you have your celebration coming up. This expires in 30 days or in 90 days. So you got to use the coupon to get the discount. Make it worthwhile while also, helping your customer. We turned that into a loyalty card. So instead of the percentage off, we just did, if you shop 10 times, you get 50% off of your 10th purchase. Of course, they would have to exit or put hearts or whatever they want to do. You can switch this up, put your website, give people a reason to come back, y'all. Don't assume that just because somebody shopped with you once, they're going to come back again. Normally they forget about you because they on to the next person that do something crafty. Okay. And it's nothing personal. It's just that there's so many options out out there. So you have to give your customers a reason to come back. UV DTF decal. So we have the instructions for this with the pilling and everything. If you are offering UV DTF decals to your customers, this tells them exactly how to use it. Again, if you are using a UV DTF vendor, they usually give you instructions. So go with whatever instructions they give you, copy and paste it onto here. If they give you instructions, if they do not, then you can use these. Okay. It's a little not centered. There we go. Is that the last one? Here we go. UV DTF, same thing. You're giving them instructions on exactly how to use it. If your vendor gives you instructions, use those instead. And then here's a care instruction for each one as well. Small one that you can put in the cup, you can put in the tumbler, you can put in the packaging, whatever it might be. So of course, we're using whatever packaging applies to what. And then DTF transfer instructions as well. This is for the garments. Go ahead and put the temperature that you use or that works best for you for whatever materials you use. But for DTF, you want to make it at least 310 degrees. Press time 20 seconds, at least 20 seconds. I press twice. The guy told me I only need to press once, but I don't trust that. So I press twice just in case. This one is the referral one. It says good things are better shared. So love your experience, refer a friend. Your friend gets X amount off, and so do you. Okay. When they order, you'll receive a reward. You can share the love with this QR code or a referral code. Put whatever applies to you. I'm not saying you have to put all of this information on there. Okay. But this is the base template. If you're in the template club, you guys are going to get these templates. I'm going to add it to there as soon as I make it back from drop off. Let's see what y'all said. Understood. Another great live session. You're awesome. Thank you, Miss P. Thank you, Designs by Simone. Make It Memorable said this was very helpful as always. Thank you so much. You're welcome so much, Crafty Sis. I enjoyed this live. You're the best. Thank you, Jade. You're the best too. Love this. Thank you, Denise. Until getting an Epson EcoTank, would any inkjet printer work? Yes. So any inkjet printer works as long as it can print in color and it can print on photo paper. Any inkjet can work. I literally started off with the HP. It's not here. It's at my office, but it's literally what 7-8 years later is giving me problems. It works when it wants to, but it was one of those HP that was probably like under $150, right? As long as it can print on photo paper, you're good. You don't have to start off with a big body printer that prints large images when you first start. You can start off with any printer that can print in color. I like inkjet, but you can do well, if you want to really save though, I would go with the EcoTank or Smart Tank. Right now I use an HP Smart Tank. I have an EcoTank, but I did the mistake of making it a sublimation print. I don't know why I did that. Taking bad advice when I first started, y'all. And I really wish I didn't do that. I'm really going to try to drain the ink and see if I can revert it back to a regular printer, because I don't even really sublimate like that, or I'm going to end up having to sell it because I don't really sublimate like that. And it's a nice printer, a 16600, y'all. I was crazy, but don't do what I did. Okay. If you're going to sublimate and convert a printer, just convert one of the small ones, because girl, what is you doing? Bad advice, y'all. Bad advice. Let's see. Yes, I started with a printer that wasn't EcoTank. Yeah, you can start with one that's not EcoTank, but EcoTank does save you on ink, EcoTank or Smart Tank, because the other ones you're going to be running through ink unless you get something like a HP. They have where you can pay for once a month and you get printer ink as you run out. So it just depends on how often you're printing. If you're not printing that often to start, you can start with any printer for sure. If you know you're going to be doing a lot of printing, go with the Smart or EcoTank, because then you'll save yourself the frustration of your ink running out in the middle of your order. Okay. Did you mention that this live happens twice on Thursdays, 1 p.m. and 7 p.m.? I'll be back this evening. This is such great info. Yes, it happens at 12 p.m. or 12:30. Today was 12:30 because I was asleep. But 12 p.m. and 8 p.m., not 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Crafty Sis Tracy. She says, great class. Eastern Standard Time. The night live is for the YouTube members. So you see all the ladies that have a star by their name, they join on YouTube. They pay like $6.99 a month to show some support to the channel, because we do a lot of giving a lot of information, and we look out for y'all. So that's their way of supporting the channel. And for me to support them, I do an extra live every night where only the members can be able to interact, and only the members can get their templates edited. So just so y'all know, I do custom templates, y'all. I do custom templates. The service that I do on my site, if you go in there now, it's $85 to get a custom template made. But the ladies who are members, they get it for free on Thursday nights, okay? But I only choose one person every night because that live isn't as long. It's only an hour long, but we do as much as we can in that hour. So I usually cater to one Crafty Sis at a time. For now, all of the members, I don't think they ain't been really paying attention to my post. I'll do another post to post it again. But until the word gets out, it's pretty easy to be able to get your template customized, because y'all see nobody submitted. Crafty Sis Denise did, so we're gonna be doing Denise. Difference between the star and the crown. What do you mean, Crafty Sis? Which star and crown? Tell me again. After her question, I gotta go, y'all, because I gotta go pick my little one up. Icon by my name. For me, I only see the crown. The crown, I want to say, is the person that's engaging the most on the crowns. It says top fans. So let me see. Let me click on it to see. My top fans right now is Make It Memorable, Miss Lyric, and Carla. It's probably a combination of watch time as well as if they send those gifts, because I know on YouTube it lets you send these little gifts here where it says show support to Canvas Bling. I think that's what that is. So that's top fan, but the star is the people that actually pay every month. They pay $6.99 every month. So Crafty Sis Denise, you're you might have both, but I can see your star right now. Okay. Well, it was nice hanging with you guys. I'm gonna post this video right now. If you can, go back and drop a comment on the video, y'all. It lets other people know that this live was very helpful, and it lets them tune in as well. And it helps YouTube to be able to push the channel, because we want to reach more and more and more people. I will see you guys later tonight at 8 p.m. Bye, ladies.